too. Let's see if we can get this situated, honeys. All right, howdy, 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 everybody. Oh, girl, let's see here. Ooh, that there. So we're doing a different setup, y'all. A new setup, rather. So welcome, everybody. I'm still getting myself situated here. I also want to be letting y'all know that in this video, I'm going to be announcing or I suppose live stream, honey. It's a live stream, right? That I'm going to be announcing the winner for the December winning a free tarot reading by me, darling. And so for those that do not know what I'm talking about, honey, I was doing, and still am, each month I have been putting in a code word that pops up somewhere in the video, darling, at some point. And you just put it in the comments belohand, and then at the end of the month, I just randomly draw somebody, honey. No rhyme or reason to it, all right? And then, yeah, so the code word for December was lapis. It's my favorite stone out of all the stones, honey. It's what my channel banner is inspired by, what my website's inspired by, blue and golds. It's what I usually will always do for my looks, honey. And so lapis was the code word, darling. And for the winner, when I did the drawing for it, the winner was Marcy Brown, so congratulations to Marcy Brown. Be sure, Marcy, to put in the comments below when you email me, because I do ask people to just send me an email. My email is just linked in my description box, darling, all right? It's just velcaloo@gmail.com. When you send me an email, Marcy, let me know in the comments below that you sent me an email, so that way you can properly claim your reading, because we're not trying to have anybody scam your reading, darling, or anyone in the future. So for those that didn't win, that have been wanting still to have a chance with winning by me, darling, we're doing the same thing this month, darling. So the code word is popping up in each of the videos, darling. And so, yeah, if you want to have more chances of winning, you just leave the comment down below each week, darling. All right. And I'll be doing the same drawing for January 2022. All right, honey. So congratulations to Marcy Brown. Also, howdy, Mystic Wolf. How you doing, darling? As well as Nairobi, Maestro. Greetings from Maestro and you. What's up, y'all? So yeah, let's just get right into this, darling, all right? I'm going to be doing all zodiac signs predictions for the month of January 2022, darling. Can y'all already believe that we're in 2022? All right, so let me take a little timestamp here, and we're going to be starting with the earth signs, and then fire, and then air, and then water, darling. All right, so let's get right into this. We're starting out with Taurus, darling. All right, so let's see what predictions for January 2022 that we can get for Taurus, Mr. Taurus, y'all. All right, and so let's see here. Let's see where the vibes are at. Also, hello, new people coming in here. Hello, hello, hello. Let's get right into this for Taurus, darling. What predictions can we get for Taurus for January 2022? All right, starting this out, we have the Six of Pentacles coming in here. So this is a card of about to be receiving some type of blessing in regards to something that you've been putting a lot of work into, Taurus, right? So this could be in terms of some projects that you've been working on. Maybe you're self-employed and you've been hoping for some type of payout. Probably for a while, Taurus, you probably has felt as if you're putting water into a bucket, an empty bucket that has a hole at the bottom, right? Because it feels, I'm getting this impression where some of y'all almost feel like giving up in regards to investing into a certain situation. Whether that's with a person, right? Maybe in regards to a person, this person hasn't really been all that receptive towards your messages or what have you. But I really get for a lot of people, Taurus, for a lot of you Tauruses, that it's some type of project, something that you would gain some financial abundance on, all right? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune card coming in here. Very, very beautiful card to be having as well in this dynamic, all right? Because this lets you know, like, you know, as I always say, like, people will talk about the Wheel of Fortune in terms of it looking like a fortune as time, darling, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is, you know, in the name of it, it is the fortune card, honey. But in this way, I feel as if this is more so symbolizing that y'all have just been going through that bad streak of luck, and the Wheel of Fortune is starting to turn in your favor here, Taurus. So very, very positive in that way. Again, something that you guys have been really, I get this general impression of something that you've been really hoping for some type of payout on. We also have the Ten of Cups, darling. All right, Taurus. So y'all are the first reading, and we're also starting out very strong for y'all, Taurus. Come on now. Ten of Cups. This is all about your emotional fulfillment, feeling extremely accomplished. Again, really reflecting in terms for those Tauruses that are resonating in a way that this is socially for y'all. The Ten of Cups is letting you know that whoever this is, darling, that you've been really patient with and really trying to just do your part in having the relationship work, whether it's platonic, romantic, darling, whether it's, just family, darling, for many of you Tauruses, because the Ten of Cups is the family card. I just feel as if, January 2022 is going to be a nice change of pace for you guys, Taurus. A nice change of pace behind and leaving behind what you probably experienced in December, darling. All right, so very positive in this way. What else can we be getting for you? We have the Eight of Wands coming in here. This is a card of movement as well. Like, come on now, Taurus. Really just a lot of moving parts are starting to happen for you. It feels as if like the ball is just really starting to begin rolling for you. Like January is going to be a month of where you start noticing the momentum picking up for you, Taurus. And I'm willing to bet probably by either the end of January for you, Taurus, or beginning of near the beginning of February for you Taurus, you're really going to be receiving that payout. For many of you Tauruses, I do see what's going to be happening for some of y'all is that for some of you guys, I get this sensation of where this Eight of Wands happens more so where it's like an opportunity presents itself for you Taurus, for you to be changing how would I put this? It's almost as if for some of you Tauruses, you're in like a job that maybe just, doesn't matter how hard you're working, darling, you just don't really receive any type of benefit. And I do feel as if with that Wheel of Fortune coming in and that Eight of Wands, I feel as if some type of opportunity sets itself up that would be a lot more fulfilling for you as well. Really, this is just changes, darling, right? Really a lot of changes stepping up for you. And come on now, your last card coming in here is the Star card for you Taurus here. Now this is the Aquarian energy, darling, but with the Star energy here, the Star is, by definition, is the card of wish fulfillment, right? Wish fulfillment, this is something that you have been desiring for a long time, darling. So really just reinforcing this message, Taurus, for you guys just to keep up the pace, all right? I do get the sensation that some of you guys, your motivation is starting to wane a little bit in regards to whatever it is that you've been putting a lot of energy into, because as I always say, with that have been saying with that Six of Pentacles, you probably have just felt like you've been giving to a bucket with holes at the bottom, so you're never getting a full bucket here. But your story really is going to be changing, darling. Your story really is going to be changing. And then with the Seven of Cups coming in as you're back with the deck here, I almost feel as if, just to ground this message a little bit, and also, hello, Calicbar, how are you doing, darling? Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and also I appreciate the donation, darling. With the Seven of Cups for you, Taurus, I do have to ground this message a little bit. Some of y'all have been a little bit indecisive, darling, in terms of actually really going full committal with this energy, really just going all in. And so what I really want to be pushing for you guys, Taurus, is just to make that choice of just like, even if you're not receiving the initial results that you've been hoping for, still commit to it, darling, right? You need to really just buckle down, and it's kind of one of those energies where it's like, how would I put this? In a lot of ways, and I know this is kind of counterintuitive to a lot of advice that you would receive, but it feels almost as if some of y'all have just been laying back on like a plan B, almost, Taurus, where you're kind of treating this situation here as like a sideline thing when it really needs to be like your main focus, your main energy here. Stop treating this as like your hobby or something that you will entertain once you have extra time, and really just start buckling down and putting work into it, because especially with that Star energy here, a lot of you guys internally on some level don't fully believe that would be part of your story for things to be working out. And then I absolutely do see the positivity in this. So yeah, darling, that's what I have for you, Taurus. All right. You doing good, Calicbar? That's good. I've been doing good as well, and I missed you as well. I had to just deactivate my Twitter, Calicbar, because Twitter for me, I was just tired of consuming a bunch of bad news, honey, as well as just, you know, especially in the WoW community, darling. I had my fill. I was kind of just checked out from it all, so I had to step away from, unfortunately, from Twitter. I still have an account there just to keep my alias, but yeah, Twitter just wasn't for me anymore. Was on there for too many years, and it was just not serving any type of happiness for me. So I started putting a lot of my energy now just into doing TikToks. I do TikTok live streams all the time, honey. That's really kind of turning into like my home base. Because TikTok to me is just a lot more fun for me. So yeah. All right, so now let's start getting into Virgo, darling. Let's get into Virgo's messages here. Let's see what predictions we can have going on for Virgo, darling. My best friend is a Virgo, and I just recently connected to a new Virgo, darling. So I'm very interested in seeing what's going to be going down for y'all in January. Virgo, let's see what's up, honey. Let's see what's up. Also, how's everyone's new year been, darling? I feel as if, I was talking to a friend about this as well. It feels as if 2022 actually feels like a new year. I feel like any other time, like when 2021 first happened, it just felt like another day, another, you know, things just continuing on from 2020. But I don't know. Maybe this is me just being optimistic, but I just feel as if 2022 is different. Starting off the bat, hello, C. Starting out right off the bat for you, Virgo, we have the Nine of Cups stepping forward to you. Now, by definition, this is a sense of accomplishment, right? You look at the artwork with this card here. This is an individual who is just cheering for joy, darling, right? This is an individual who really is starting to see the fruits of their labor, I want to say as well, because with the Nine of Cups here, well, the Nine of Cups, it's an overall very positive card. There's nothing wrong with it, darling, right? But it's not the Ten of Cups, right? And so I feel as if for January, you're going to be really starting to receiving the building blocks, right? And so let's go into a narrative for you, or analogy rather, for you, Virgo. In terms of, for some of you guys, maybe you guys have been going through some type of financial distress, darling. I do get that for many of you guys, some type of financial distress. I do feel as if January is going to start relieving that, giving you signs of relieving that. Some of you guys are going to be going into having different job opportunities lining themselves up for you, or at least ways to be making money, because I do feel like for many of you guys, it is financially. And then the Four of Swords, darling. Come on now. Four of Swords, this is the card of meditation as well as healing, right? And so definitely whatever this Nine of Cups experience is for you, Virgo, it comes in the sense of relieving something that you're in distress with, right? So even if this is in regards to some type of relationship in your life, there's some type of healing coming in here. Now, I don't know if this is like a new energy coming in terms of relationships, right? Just to be completely transparent, Virgo, or if it's current energies here, but we'll just keep pulling cards, darling. And good morning to you, darling. Oh, okay. Come on now. The Death card coming in here. Now, in terms of just generalized messages, or just in terms of financial, darling, I feel like the Death card more so comes in as the time of putting this closing book for you, Virgo, in regards to that financial distress that you probably have, many of you guys have been going through. In regards to people, I am going to be honest here, Virgo, I don't feel like you guys are going to be making things work out with a current situation that has been bringing you distress, darling. I feel as if this is y'all going into really just a new chapter for yourself. I feel as if January is more so just a time for y'all to just... I don't even feel like there's like a different energy here in terms of like socially. I feel as if you're January 2022, many of you guys, if this is a social reading for you, Virgo, many of y'all are just really making this month just to be about yourself, darling. And then yeah, Queen of Swords coming in as well. This is really a card of you putting up your boundaries. It feels as if January, it's like you started January in this place of being like telling people, just being like, you know what, you're not treating me in this way, or what have you. You're just, you really made it official, Virgo, for how you want your really just the rest of your life to be going, right? It feels as if for many of you guys, you've had this continuous cycle in your life of either just always like having to go live by paycheck to paycheck, really changing your story in that way, but especially socially. I feel like you guys are really raising your standard for how people are treating you, how people are speaking to you. Hello, Jennifer. How people are speaking to you, Virgo. Really just in the sense of where I feel like this is just kind of like an affirming message to my Virgos who really cut something out of their life due to you really just having just enough. Like you're kind of checked out from whatever was going on prior. And then the King of Pentacles coming in here. So Virgo, this is really just pushing into this narrative for you, darling, in terms of long-term stability for you. I do feel like for many of you Virgos, how would I put this? I feel as if you're you're going to be leaving a job here for many of you guys that just either wasn't paying too well for you, and then starting the building blocks towards something that be a lot more abundant. So let's go to an analogy, darling. Y'all already know I love my analogies, Virgo. Almost as if you're tired of working for like minimum wage here, and then you end up quitting that job, especially with that Queen of Swords and this Death card coming in, and you start putting up the building blocks to like start building your own business here. I'm not gonna just sell you like a fantasy land, darling. Ooh, girl, come on now. I guess Miss Squid wants to be part of this. I'm not gonna sell some fantasy story to you, Virgo, where it's like this is gonna be the month of abundance for you. I don't see that happening. I feel as if y'all are just starting to take the beginning steps towards building up that King of Pentacles energy, right? Because it's kind of like that saying of where it's like Rome wasn't built in a day, right? And so it feels very much so affirming to just any Virgos who have cut something out from their life and then starting just really the building blocks to something new. And then you have the Page of Wands coming in here as your final card back of the deck as well, Virgo. Coming in here, this is by definition, the Page of Wands is new opportunities being brought forward to you. A path is being made very clear to you of where it is that you need to be committing to, Virgo. So definitely just take this more so as this affirming message, Virgo, of that you guys definitely made the right choice in whatever it is that you are disconnecting from. Or for some of y'all, because I do especially sense with this Death card, if you'll notice there is this infinity loop, darling Virgo, some of y'all have been a little bit resistant towards breaking out of this cycle. And so I feel like January 2022, darling, right? Let's not make it all about just 2022 and just in general. In January 2022, a lot of you guys are going to be breaking that long-term cycle of playing it safe or just staying inside your comfort zone, Virgo. But yeah, congratulations, Virgo. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, how you doing? This feels so Gemini. How are y'all doing? Yes, I'm live on here, darling. I've been spending a lot of my time on TikTok. I was just talking about it prior, where I just been going live pretty much almost every single day on TikTok. So if you guys do have a TikTok, darling, I suggest y'all following me, honey, because it's just the same thing as like everywhere else, right? Because that's where you'll probably catch me the most, right? I also announced the winner at the beginning here, all right? So definitely if you have been entering into for a chance of winning a free reading by me, y'all check the beginning of this live stream. But we're getting into our final earth sign, and then we're going to be getting into fire signs next. The next sign we're going to be getting into is Capricorn. Capricorn, here we go. Yes. All right, y'all. So let's see what's going on for Capricorn. Also, how are y'all liking this different setup here? I wanted to like have my live streams as like a change of pace from anything that I usually have in my recorded readings. So I was trying to think of a new setup that I could be doing, darling. And this is just the beginning draft of it, darling, right? We'll be zhuzhing this up and making this a lot more aesthetically appealing. Yeah, I'm on the TikTok, honey, the TikTok. Same as on my YouTube and just all my social medias, honey. And so for Capricorn coming in here, we have the Five of Swords coming in here in the reverse. as well as the 10 of Pentacles coming in for you, Capricorn. And then, darling, we have the star energy coming in. All right, darling. All right, darling. For you, Capricorn, I feel as if January is going to be the month of where we start really addressing your anxieties here. Now, because this is inverted, this is actually one of the cards that you want to be inverted, darling, if I can point that out. And so let me go explain into why, go into more depth about it. With the Five of Swords, this is a card of just, how would I put this? Especially in this, it's different in this artwork of it compared to any other one. But in this artwork of it, it's almost as if you're either in terms of like your own thoughts, self-sabotaging thoughts, Capricorn, in terms of like maybe like your own success in some way, or you, especially for many of you guys in some type of relationship, it's almost like you have like this voice on the, like this devil sitting on your shoulder here, really just bringing a lot of disturbance into your life here. The Five of Swords is really just a card of just, really it's a card of sabotaging, and just is not a really lovely card, darling. But because it's in the reverse here, it's almost as if it's letting you know this message of this being rectified here. So I don't know if y'all started your 2022 Capricorn with some type of argument with some person coming in here. Or again, I do feel like a lot of you guys, it's some type of internal message for many of you Capricorns, in the sense of where it's like, you know, it's almost like this sense of where, Capricorn, you're kind of breaking this habit of perhaps even spending too much money, perhaps, Capricorn, especially because of this Ten of Pentacles here. But let's continue on. I do see this as a really positive message just because of this Ten of Pentacles and the star energy here. I feel as if something is really kind of going to be figuring itself or rectifying itself, right? And so perhaps maybe you had some type of bills, unexpected bills coming in, darling, right? That you had to make some type of payments towards, right? Ten of Pentacles, star, and the star card coming in here. This is a very affirming message of where it's like, it's kind of like, I keep on hearing that you're getting taken care of, Capricorn, that you're getting taken care of in some way. So whatever it is that you've been having this constant lingering anxiety over, like, it's going to be working out in your favor very strongly too. I'm not just saying that just because, you know, just to have a positive message here, Capricorn, because with this Ten of Pentacles here, this is a card straight up of abundance. This is a card representing stability as well, Capricorn. Very secure family life. For many of you guys, you probably will be making amends with someone that you consider family or actually is family for you, Capricorn. And then with the star energy here, you know, as I was saying for another sign here, it's the card of wish fulfillment here, right? And so let's continue on here. Four of Wands here, really just nailing into the, drilling into this message for you, Capricorn, of where it's like, really letting you know things are going to be working out here, especially in regards to socially. For a lot of you Capricorns, I feel like a lot of this is like social, especially like if y'all got into a recent, like I get the sense, especially with that Five of Swords here, someone where you had a misunderstanding with, or some type of misunderstanding in general, really working itself out. Four of Pentacles as well, and then we have in the back of the deck here the Five of Cups, darling, Capricorn. So I want to be saying for y'all Capricorns in January, for some of y'all, you're going to be making amends with some type of individual in your life that you may not be on speaking terms on with currently, but I feel like as the month of January progresses for you, it's almost as if like as you're packing your bags and really just like piecing out from a situation because you're telling yourself that it's not going to be working out, it's not worth it or anything like that anymore, that's when this energy comes back around. It's just like, actually, darling, plot twist, you know, it's actually going to be working out with that star energy here. Four of Wands with that Four of Pentacles coming in here. I haven't said this for another sign yet, Capricorn, but I do feel inclined to tell y'all to look up the number 4 in numerology just because it came in this pairing here. Yeah, it's really just this sense of something being rectified here. I feel like for many of you guys, it's making some type of amends. Financially, I feel as if you're really just, you're going to be having just enough. And now I see you, especially with this Five of Cups here, it's something that's just like you can't really ignore. right? And so maybe it's like some type of medical bill, for example, that you can't really ignore, and you're always stressing out about being like, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to address this? Like, it seems so impossible. Like, it's just this generalized message here, Capricorn, where it's just like, girl, calm down. All right, like, you're going to be taken care of. Everything's going to be just fine. So stop, you know, getting in your head about this situation here. I know it's easier said than done, Capricorn, but it's just like, yeah, like, I can't really explain it, but something here, something's being resolved here for the month and for you in January. All right, so keep your head up, and you know, get out of your head, darling. Get out of your head, because I do feel as if like some of y'all Capricorns have really, if you allow yourself to, you really get into some mental spirals of trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet, or making something just work out. All right, and that's what I got for you, Capricorn, darling. All right, and now we're going to be getting into fire signs, darling. We're going to be getting into fire signs. Pretty, please be nice to us, Cappies. I think I was pretty nice to y'all, Capricorns. Let me know what it is that y'all are, like, because I really get this sense for some of you guys, Capricorn. There's someone that, like, y'all closed off 2022 with, like, some type of, like, elephant that was just, like, dropped into your room. Like, dropped into your space that you guys have been stressing out about. So I'm really interested in, what that is all about. We're actually gonna be switching tarot decks here. We're gonna be switching tarot decks here. We're gonna be using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck that a lovely subscriber gifted to me. Their name is Mystic Wolf. I don't know if they want to have their name shouted out, but I'm gonna shout it out anyways, darling. So yeah, we're gonna be using the Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck for the fire signs. We're gonna be starting with Aries, honey. All right. How was y'all's 2022, by the way? Like, how did y'all end your 2022? Did y'all do anything, honey? I was gonna plan on doing a live stream for New Year's, but then personal life, I got distracted with personal life, and so I was just like, like, we'll just get into the new year. And connect then. So 2022 so far, as I was saying earlier, like, it just feels like a completely new year, honey. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just feel a lot more optimistic about this year than I was about previous years, honey. All right, so it's been rough so far. Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that, darling. All right, so let's start with Aries now, darling. And we're gonna be doing Aries now. Do we have any Aries right now in the live chat, or not yet? I'm going to be taking down the timestamp right here. And now let's get into Aries tarot reading for January 2022 predictions, darling. Let's see what's going on with Aries this month. What can we be predicting for Aries? Ooh, first time here. Hey, what's up, Samantha? How are you doing? First time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First time to this channel, or first time just in a live stream, honey, Samantha? All right, we're doing fire signs right now. We're doing Aries. What predictions can we do for Aries right now? Ooh, girl. Starting out with the death energy here, Aries. So you're closing out cycles right at the beginning for your January 2022, darling. What is it that y'all are closing out right now? Feels as if, like, enough is enough is what I keep on hearing. Enough is enough for you, Aries. What is enough here? Magician energy here, and then the star energy as well. Ooh, okay, Aries. It's like what I get for you guys. It's like y'all kind of just have been fed up, darling, with, like, not being as productive as you would like, right? It's almost this sense of where maybe in 2021 you were in this place of being like, oh, it'd be nice to have, like, X, Y, and Z work out, or what have you. But for you now, Aries, it's like you're coming into 2022 and you're just like, like, I'm no longer leaving it to the universe to manifest for me. I'm no longer leaving it to my spirit guides, spiritual team, or anything like that, honey. You're going to be starting to manifest things on your own, right? With this magician energy here, by definition, the magician is known to very powerful manifesting card, but the magician is the one that manifests the reality that they want to see in the world. They're taking action, darling, no longer playing on the sidelines, Aries. And then when you have this paired up with the star energy, darling, you can't really get anything better than that. All right, Aries, you really can't, because it's like by you finally putting in a lot more work. I'm not saying that you weren't working prior, Aries. Please don't take it in that way. But it's like, I don't know, I feel like you're going into 2022 swinging, honey. I feel as if you are really going into this place of where it's like you're ready to change your own story. You're ready to bring forth things and like create things into your life rather than feeling as if you're playing on the sidelines. Coming in here. So I really celebrate you in that, Aries. Y'all are definitely coming into 2022 swinging, honey. And then we have the Queen of Needles, Queen of Swords coming in for you, Aries. All right. And then we have here the, what is this? The Six of Presents coming in here as well. Six of Pentacles. So it's like this message here, Aries, where it's like, y'all were fed up into, y'all are really just checked out from always just giving is what I feel. Y'all have just been in this place of just giving everything that you have in hopes that like you would be taken care of after the fact, right? Maybe in 2021 you're just in this place of being like, oh, what I put out in the universe, I'm gonna be getting back, darling. For you guys, Aries, you're just like, all right, enough of that BS, honey. Like you're done giving to the universe. No shade to the universe or anything like that, but you're at this place of where it's just like, all right, like I've given so much, but you're not really receiving. It feels as if for you, Aries, you're at this place now of where you're really kind of just putting yourself as the priority here and trying to create things for yourself. Back of the deck is the moon energy as well for you, Aries. And so what I feel like for y'all, and it's right at, and what uncovers after the fact is the Ace of Wands here, or the Ace of Candles, darling. How you doing in this tarot deck here? So I feel like what's happening for y'all, Aries, is like y'all are taking a risk. You know, if y'all, you know, I always like to just use analogies just to relay the messages, but fill in the blanks, Aries. But it's this message of where it's just like, you're tired of like working that consistent like 9 to 5, for example, right? And just hopes that like you're gonna eventually make ends meet or what have you, or just like working this one job until like you have like a breakout moment here. And then what happens for you guys, Aries, is where it's just like you start really just like take off running in January 2022. You take off running, and then, you know, whether you choose to open up like your own Etsy store or what have you, it's this place of where it's just like like you have like this new, like you have this strong desire, really, Aries, to, how would I put this? You have this strong desire to just really take a risk, right? Taking a risk with like a business, taking a risk in some type of way. And I feel like it's just greatly rewarded because of this Ace of Wands giving that blessing in the moon, and with this moon energy, you're really going out of your comfort zone, Aries. And I feel like that's what you need to continue doing. Continue trying out, dabbling into new things. Really, the worst thing that you want to have going on in your life for January 2022, Aries, is to really be comfortable. I feel like you always want to just wake up every single day and challenge yourself as the magician energy and be like, what more can I do to challenge my own comfort? Or what more can I do to further elevate myself? And it's, again, it's not in this, it's like the sense of where you're doing just new things. It's nothing to do with what you're currently doing. I really feel as if y'all are just like in this place of just being really checked out from your current investments, or what investments that you had going on the prior year, darling, or at least the prior month, honey, which was December. So overall, very good for you, Aries. I would just be saying, yeah, really just make this month a way of challenging yourself in your comfort zone every single day. Just don't be comfortable, honey. Don't be comfortable. That's all I say. All I can say is don't be comfortable. And that's what I got for you, Aries. All right. First time watching your YouTube, you're wealthy. Thank you. Oh, well, welcome aboard, Samantha. I do weekly Zodiac readings, all right? This is my first live of 2022. What is your Zodiac sign, Samantha, if you're still here? We're going to be getting into Leos next. We already did Earth signs. We have Leos and Sagittarius is next, left for the fire signs, and then we still have the air and water signs to be doing, darling, all right? So yeah, we're going to be doing Leo next. Let me take a timestamp, honey. And yeah, we'll start getting right into it. 2022 ain't here until March anyways. What do you mean by that, see? I'm not sure I understand. Good evening to you, Connie. How are you doing, Connie? All right, let's get into Leo's predictions now. Leo's tarot predictions for January 2022. Let's see what's going on with y'all, Leos. Girl, already the cards are coming out, darling. So we still have the star energy coming out for you as well, Leo. If you have Aries in your chart, I want to suggest to you, darling, just look at, watch Aries readings, predictions as well, because Aries also got this as well in their first row. So definitely, we're still continuing on in this extremely positive narrative for all the zodiac signs, Leo, in the sense of some type of star moment. You know, it's that wish fulfillment card coming in here. Let's define this a little bit more, though. Two of Candles, Two of Wands coming in here. You're a Scorpio, as well as the Queen of Candles as well, Queen of Wands. Very fiery energy, naturally, just that's who you are, Leo. So really, I feel as if for y'all, Leo, this is going to be a month of where you're going to be seeing the opportunity to really do, like, it's because with the Two of Wands here, darling, the Two of Wands is a card of like signing contracts, and also just making long-term plans. And so in this dynamic here, I feel as if whatever it is that you, with the star energy here, like the star energy, because it's known as the wish, like a wish being granted to you, it's something that you have been most desiring. I feel as if you're going to be having some type of opportunity presenting itself in January, Leo, for you to really sink your energy into and to really commit to, especially with this Queen of Wands here. I really feel as if you're going to be catching a break here. For those that are like maybe perhaps into like modeling, for example, or what have you, if maybe you've been just hoping to just be scouted or to have like, really it's just like, it's because I keep on hearing it's like just waiting to be given a chance to prove yourself in some way, Leo. I feel like you're going to be having that that opportunity to really prove yourself in this way. And I really feel as if, Leo, what I want to be telling you guys is to really just like, once something starts happening for you, take action on it and just don't even look back here. With the Queen of Wands here, it's this sense of where you're, you know, by definition, it's like leaving the nest, darling, right? And then you have these Three of Candles, Three of Wands coming in as well. Man, Leo, come on now. Really, let's do your last card here, darling, with the Eight of Presents, Eight of Pentacles here. So this is the card of up-leveling. This is known as well as the card of like going back to school and learning more that about a specific subject here. But in y'all's storyline here, Leo, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys receive some type of promotion, to be honest here. In this dynamic, a lot of you guys, because I do feel like in this dynamic here, there's some sense of more responsibility being placed on top of you, Leo. Some sense of more responsibility being placed on top of you. I feel as if you're already starting to see signs with this Three of Candles here of receiving signs of like how you're like where like how your ending of January is going to be, darling. So let's just say again, like as this analogy, you can, since you've been receiving a bunch of signs, been seeing a bunch of angel numbers for like 1111, or seeing just a bunch of signs for, you know, like whatever this is. I feel like it's just the same repeated message that you've been seeing in different platforms. All right, you're already starting to catch a whiff of like where it is that your path is going to be going here. And then you have in the back of the deck energy is the Death card as well. Why is this Death energy here? That's what I'm curious about, darling. Making a live stream. What's up, Kat? What's up? And Happy New Year to y'all. I want to get some clarification on this Death energy, darling. King of Needles, King of Swords here. Oh, okay. Okay, Leo. I feel as if for a lot of you guys, y'all are like breaking free from a sense of responsibility from something else or someone else. It's almost as if you're making more time, Leo, to do what it is that you're wanting to, like what you're most desiring to do. I keep on hearing, like, I don't know what it is, Leo. I get this impression of where some of you guys are wanting to be some type of creative or something that garners attention, I feel. And I feel like, I feel like you're just constantly receiving signs for you to like, either like, as an example, I always like to say it's like either like starting your own YouTube channel or putting more energy into like social media in this way, especially with that King of Needles here. And then the Six of Candles coming in. Okay, for my Leos that are trying to like, whatever your field is that is all about like gaining public favor, darling. The Six of Wands, as many of y'all already know, the Six of Wands is my favorite tarot card in the deck because it's that card of fame and fortune, darling. right? It's just a card of extreme success. And so kind of, you know, as I was saying earlier in this reading, Leo, y'all are receiving constant repetitive signs of really leaning further into something that you kind of always would just daydream about. I feel like this reading as well is just kind of serving as another sign for you to either like, you know, either starting your own YouTube channel, darling, or like starting your own shop, or just something that garners attention, darling, because January is really a month that is going to be spoiling you, Leo. So stop kind of waiting on the sidelines, darling. Stop waiting for more signs to let you know what you should be doing, because you already know what you need to be doing. All right, so very, very positive for you, Leos. Very, very positive. All right, and so y'all, we have left in the fire signs, we just have Sagittarius, darling, and then we're going to be getting into air signs, and then we have water signs last. All right, so we already did earth signs, and we're going to be leaving timestamps, of course. I say we, who's we? I guess me and Miss Buddy over here, honey. We're going to be leaving timestamps after this live stream as well that you can be checking out, so you can just go straight to your reading. And we also announced December's winner to win a free tarot reading by me, so, and that's at the beginning of this video, so be sure to check that out, darling. And then yeah, let's get into Sagittarius's reading now. Take a little note right here, darling. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I feel as if for many of you Sagittariuses, there's been like, I keep on seeing like people talking. I don't know if you all have just been in this place of negotiating, or if people have just been your main, like just engaging with people have been just like, it's been taking up a lot of your energy, but I just keep on seeing people talking, Sagittarius. So, girl, can I shuffle, honey? All right, let's get into Sagittarius's predictions now with one more proper bridge shuffle, honey. Let's see what's going on for Sagittarius here. We have here the Two of Candles coming back in, darling. All right, now. And then we have here the Three of Swords. Okay, that's what's happening here, Sagittarius. I'm gonna do one last one here. The Ten of Candles, Ten of Wands here. Ugh. All right, Sagittarius. So that's why I kept on seeing like people talking, honey. I feel as if for you guys, Sagittarius, I said this is the Three of Swords, this is the Four of Swords, I meant. I feel like for y'all, Sagittarius here, girl, and I call this the Ten of Wands. This is the Five of Wands. Hello, can I read? I have my glasses on even. I don't even know what's going on, Sagittarius. I feel like for many of you guys, there's some type of y'all are really in this place of, I feel like y'all have just been in this place of dealing with a bunch of misunderstandings. Either you had just been misunderstood, Sagittarius, or like there's some, I can't help but feel like there's some type of conflict, right? Obviously, especially with the Five of Wands, darling. The Five of Wands is by definition the card of conflict. A lot of obstacles being placed in front of you. I feel like for many of you guys who've been having issues in terms of the workplace, others of y'all, there's someone in like your personal life where it's like you're not being understood. I feel as if for you, Sagittarius, like someone's just not understanding like your intentions, or just like why it is that you do the things that you do here. Like I feel as if like, especially you have been like in an argument with somebody, Sagittarius, like I feel like you need to like make it an extra point to clarify like where it is that you're coming from, I feel, because there is like, I keep on hearing this sense of like a misunderstanding here. And with this Two of Wands here, I feel like it's something that you've somebody that you've had like a long, this sense of been working with for quite a while here, but I feel like things are kind of bursting at the seams currently, or coming apart rather, because of this misunderstanding here, Sagittarius. And so I feel like for y'all need to really prioritize Sagittarius in terms of like really clarifying where it is, like your intentions on things, and just in that nature. We have the Ace of Candles coming in for you as well, the Ace of Wands. And And then we have, what's this next card here? We have as well the Queen of Candles for you as well, the Queen of Wands. And then the back of the deck for you is coming in as the Six of Wands as well. Very interesting how all the fire signs kind of got some cards that connect to one another here. And so for y'all Sagittarius, I feel like y'all's is just like a straight up social reading here, darling. There's someone here that is not really understanding your intention or like where your thought process is, Sagittarius. I really just, because I keep on hearing, like, it's getting, like, obnoxious what I hear. It's just, like, the sense of misunderstanding for y'all. I feel like y'all need to clear, like, there's this sense of where y'all need to have, like, one truly just, like, open conversation here, because it's, like, y'all are arguing about something or having a misunderstanding about something, and it's, like, y'all aren't even discussing things on the same level. Does that make sense here, Sagittarius? It's, like, y'all are coming at this from two different places, and I feel as if y'all were to actually clarify things with one another, you would realize that you're both on the same team. I feel like some of y'all Sagittarius, y'all are just like dealing with someone that's very like that, like their love language is very opposite from you, or just like how they go about doing things is very opposite from you. Because Sagittarius is, they're known just to do things just off of pure passion, and just going in that way. Whereas like I feel like the person that you're dealing with here more so is probably a little bit more logical, or just again, like I don't feel like they can quite understand like how a Sagittarius works here. And so I feel like if y'all were to clarify that, then things would just be working out so much better here, because then yeah, the Strength card as well, this is like y'all Sagittarius, your month is really just about rectifying things. And so I do feel like this is overall like whatever it is that you're having the difficulty with, or just these arguments with Sagittarius, I do see it kind of coming to an end here. Now, obviously, my optimism here wants to be like, oh yeah, y'all are going to really make this connection work out and things are going to be fine, fresh, and funky, honey. But it still relies on y'all to really make sure that y'all are communicating on the same wavelength here, because I do feel as if there's some type of misunderstanding here, or like someone's not understanding your true intentions or what have you. So you Sagittarius need to just make it a priority to make sure that you are functioning off of the same page with this other individual here, because with the Strength card, darling, that is the card of shadow work for you Sagittarius. That's the card of shadow work here. And then Nine of Wands, Nine of Candles coming in for you. Yeah, this is like a message of where it's just like, you're not necessarily wrong in the situation, Sagittarius here. You know, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? So it's like, you don't need to really change anything in terms of like where it is that you are wanting to go, or like, you know, whatever it is that this misunderstanding is about. I feel like you just need to better enunciate or better clarify why it is you're doing certain things, and just in that way to have this other individual understand, because I do feel like once they do understand your intention and get that clarification, then that's where there would be that nice cohesiveness. But unless there is the conversation, darling, I don't see it working out, to be completely blunt here, because it's like I feel like y'all are just very opposite. Y'all are very opposite. So it's gonna just naturally take a lot of effort and a lot of good proper communication, darling, for things to be working out. And especially with all those Wands cards, Sagittarius, you know, I feel like there's just like a lot of emotion at play and not a lot of like sitting down and like rationally thinking, if that makes sense. So that's what I got for y'all Sagittarius. All right. And honeys, now we're going to be getting into the air signs, and we still have the water signs left now. So starting out with the air signs, we're going to be doing Libra and then into Gemini, darling. I know I have a couple of Geminis in here already, and then we're going to be getting into Aquarius as the last air sign, all right? And again, we already have done the earth signs, and we just finished the fire signs, and I'll be leaving timestamps to those in the description box, and you'll see the chapters in this video, all right? Excuse me, honey. So now let's start with Libra's predictions here, darling. Let's see what's going on with Libra for January 2022. I love this deck right now. I don't usually use this tarot deck too much, just because it's a circular deck and a little bit harder to shuffle, but it matches my nails right now, so I'm just like, ooh, I just feel so put together, honey, that I have my life together when I use this tarot deck and it's matching my nails. So let's see what's going on for Libras at this current point in time. We have the Nine of Swords. This is the card of anxiety, Libra. Come on now. What's going on, Libra? We have here the King of Swords as well. More air energy coming in here. I do like seeing that King of Swords clarifying that, or being next to that Nine of Swords though. And then we have the Dawn of Cups coming in here. I feel like for you Libras, what's happening is like you're getting like your mind back on track here. You know, you're in your head a lot, Libra. About like, I don't even know if it's about anything in specific here, darling, right? Three of Cups coming in here. So a lot of you guys might have some anxiety in terms of just relationships in your life. It may be about someone in specific, but I feel like just in the general scope of things, just relationships in general. I feel like what's going to be happening for you guys is that you're going to be, the month of January is going to be a sense of where a lot of healing takes place in terms of relationships in your life, whether that be family, platonic or romantic relationships, or just business relationships in general, Libra. There's something that it's like, especially with that Nine of Swords here, like, I can't help but feel as if like some of you guys are just feeling very, it's very interesting, especially after I just did Sagittarius's reading. I kind of like, I wonder if you're dealing with a Sagittarius of some type, Libra, or someone that has strong Sagittarius in their chart here, because this is like a sense of where it's just like you're having anxiety about a situation with people, right? Maybe about how you come off as from them with that King of Swords, or just, you know, almost the sense of like internalizing things, Libra. And with this Dawn of Cups coming, Dawn of Cups coming in here, which is the Page of Cups in normal tarot, the Page of Cups represents the deepening of current connections as well as new energies coming forward into your life here. And so I feel as if current connections that you might be having anxiety about, you're going to be getting really affirmed in terms of like where you stand with them, Libra, as well as I don't even want to be neglecting the message, especially with the Page of Cups, that you might be having new energy coming in, like meeting some more people here, especially if you're seeing this Three of Cups as a sense, Libra, of where you might be internalizing thinking that like how you're coming off might be too much or what have you, Libra. I feel like you're going to be having, January for you is going to be really affirming for just kind of like your place in the world and understanding, or having a better understanding of your value. And then you have the Hanged Man coming in here for you, Libra. Back of the deck is the Seven of Rings as well. Seven of Pentacles coming in here. Okay. So I feel like this is really just really drilling into this message here, Libra, that some relationship in your life that there's just this, you know, we haven't pulled a single card of conflict necessarily for you, Libra, but we have just, there's just this general sense of where it's just like, maybe you feel as if you, because there's a lot of unknown here, I feel, Libra, where you're kind of just left to your own devices on overthinking on things, or having the opportunity to overthink on things. I'm not going to like set y'all up and make y'all feel as if you are overthinking if you're not. But it's like when you're left to your own devices and trying to figure out other people's intentions and other people, like, you know, like it just feels as if you're not working with full transparency, Libra. I feel like for you guys, you're going to be really resolving a lot of whatever anxiety that you have with the situation here, clarifying that Nine of Swords here. Dawn of Swords. Yeah, it's just this sense of where you can't really make sense of some type of relationship in your life. You can't make sense of this person, Libra. And then something kind of comes out in the open here with the Hanged Man here, Libra. Definitely clarity does happen for you. So what I do want to be saying for you, darlings, is to don't take any action. Don't be irrational, Libra. I say this with love because I do kind of see you guys being really in your head with all this air energy, Libra. All right. I feel as if for some of you guys, you might, it's like you convince yourself that someone doesn't like you, and then like you start packing your bags and you start walking out the door, and then like because you're functioning from a place where it's just like, oh, this person doesn't mess with me or what have you, and then when push comes to shove, when clarity actually comes into the front, into play here, you realize that had absolutely nothing to do with you, Libra. And so what I want to be saying for y'all, darling, is whatever relationship that you're having anxiety about currently, darling, don't overthink it, darling. All right, don't be overthinking it, Libra. Okay. All right, now we just finished Libras, and honey, we're gonna just be getting right into Gemini's tarot reading here. Do we have any Geminis? Are my Geminis still here? How are you doing, Kat, by the way? Happy New Year to you, Kat. You're dealing with the Sag. That makes so much, yeah. Like, it's so funny how, like, and we changed decks entirely, right, Nairobi? So it's like, it's funny how we did Sagittarius' reading and then Libras in that way. And I know Libras and Sagittarius are like, in terms of zodiac signs, they're like one of the most compatible. So now let's get into my beautiful Geminis. Let's see what's happening for January 2022 for my gorgeous Geminis. What the tea is about. What predictions can we make for my Geminis, honey? Seven of Wands coming in here. Persistence and conviction here. Girl, can I pick this up? Apparently I can't. We'll try in a moment. We also have here the Queen of Cups coming in for you, Gemini. And then, darling, we have here the Temperance energy coming in for you. Ooh, this is a layered message for you, Gemini. I feel as if you're getting this message of really, in these cards, Gemini, you're being told to just commit deep and further. You know, with the Queen of Cups, not a lot of tarot readers will talk about this here, but with the Queen of Cups, even though she's called the Queen of Cups, right, most artworks of the Queen of Cups is showcased with the Queen actually holding a trophy and not an actual cup, which represents for her, and she's focused in on just that trophy. Genders obviously don't matter in Gemini, come on. But in this narrative here, then when you have it paired with the Seven of Wands here, both of these cards share this similar message for you, Gemini, of where it's just like, don't lose sight of what it is that you are working towards, right? Or what it is that you're desiring out of this life, right? I do feel like for a lot of you guys, it's like your willpower is waning, or just like, you're struggling trying to find reasons to keep going forward and putting energy in some type of narrative for you and some type of objective for you, Gemini. And then when you and I say this because with this Temperance energy here, the Temperance card comes in as the message of where it's just like, I mean, quite literally represents patience, darling, right? There's more to the story here. Back of the deck is the Eight of Wands as well. And so with the Eight of Wands, that is the card of movement. And so what I feel like might be happening for you guys, Gemini, is that you feel like you are, how would I put this, Gemini? It's like, you feel like you are, at like, you've reached like a stalemate, right? And now you're kind of starting to search for ways to be like, all right, well, maybe, like, almost as if being like, well, should I just give up on this goal? Should I give up on this dream? Should I, like, what edits do you need to be, like, you're asking yourself, like, what edits that you need to be making in your life, Gemini? I feel like at this current point in time, you shouldn't be making any edits. I feel like you're going to be receiving some very affirming signs. Yeah, Five of Swords coming in here for you. Yeah, y'all, Gemini, don't take what's going on in your life right now, Gemini, as a sign that you need to change anything up. I feel like if anything, you need to dig your feet further into the ground, Gemini, and continue doing what it is that you're doing. There are times in your life where, you're going to be banging your head against a brick wall, and that's your sign to really, like, move on, right? Transition into a new avenue in your life. But for you, Gemini, I feel like all the resistances that you're dealing with, it's, I can't really make sense of why it is that you're dealing with all these resistances or going through this stalemate, but it's like, especially with that Eight of Wands in the back of your deck, Gemini, I feel like this is really just a sign for you, darling, just to keep pushing forward, right? Don't be giving up. Because with that Eight of Wands, it's a card of forward movement happening here. Now, we did just pull the Shadow card coming in for you. So it's almost as if for you, Gemini, the wake-up call that's really happening for you is where it's like, you thought like your storyline was going to be playing out differently with this project, with this person. Like, you really had a very detailed way about how you wanted your January 2022 to be going, darling. And your spirit guide messages, your spiritual team messages, darling, all right, are coming in the sense of where it's telling you, where it's like, the details aren't going to be up to your standard, or your ultimate goal with that Queen of Cups, like, that's, you have your mind is committed to the right thing. You just need to be a little bit more malleable in terms of like how you're envisioning things to be playing out, because I feel like that's where the resistance and disappointment is coming in, is that it's just not meeting to your like how you're envisioning things. Yeah, especially with this Nine of Cups here, it's like this sense of being yeah, it's like you're maybe a little bit underwhelmed with how things are looking initially, and you're just like, oh well, it's like you're uh, wiping your hands clean of a situation a little bit too soon, right? So in a way that I can make this make a little bit more sense on how you would process this in a specific narrative, it's like maybe you opened up like a YouTube channel. It's the easiest example I can ever use. Opening up a YouTube channel, you start posting videos, but you're not getting the views or the results that you're hoping for. Just because you're not getting those views and the results that you're hoping for initially, Gemini, that doesn't mean that you should quit doing what it is that you're doing. You know, that means you should just continue buckling down, digging your feet into the ground, and just continue really just being stubborn and, you know, just committing to that goal of being like, if you really want to have like YouTube work or replace YouTube with whatever it is that you're desiring, Gemini, like just commit to it, darling, right? With that Eight of Wands coming in, that came in for you, Gemini, it's letting you really know that you're going to be having forward progression. It just may not be looking like in the way that you're hoping for, all right? So that's what I got for you, Gemini. Hello, 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 darling. So now we're going to be getting into Aquarius's last in terms of the air signs, and then we still have water signs to be doing, darlings. All right, so we did earth signs and then fire signs. We just finished Gemini's and we did Libras first for the air signs, and timestamps, of course, will always be listed down below, honey. I also announced the winner for the free tarot reading for me for December, darling, in the beginning of this live stream. So be sure to check that out as well. Of course, see. All right, so let's get into my Gemini's tarot reading here. Let's see what's going on for my Gemini, or not Gemini's, Aquarius's. Let's get into Aquarius's tarot reading here. Come on now. We just did Gemini's, honey. Gemini was about to get two readings. All right, what's going to be going on? What's going to be happening for my beautiful Aquarius's for January 2022, darling? We have here the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands just keeps popping up for everybody. Kind of makes sense, though, when you think about it. Queen of Wands, especially at the beginning of the year, Aquarius, I feel as if for y'all are going to be getting rewarded, Aquarius, for really leaving your comfort zone. Y'all are going to be getting rewarded for, and I feel like y'all already started exuding the Queen of Wands prior, or maybe you went into this new year, Aquarius, with the intent on with the intent on really committing and delving into a certain project of some sort. And I feel as if January is just going to be a very resounding, very affirming month for you, Aquarius, for what it is that you are choosing to take a risk on. I feel like you're going to be getting a lot of results quickly, is what I feel. Very different from Gemini, actually, whereas like for you, Gemini, or for you, Aquarius, y'all like it's not even going to be a question of if you're making the right choice or not. You're just going to be getting a it's almost as if for you, Aquarius, the result that you get, you're kind of just like receiving the blessings that are going to be happening for you in January, and you're going to be like, of course it's happening, darling, of course it is, because like it's like all going according to plan for you, Aquarius. It's kind of funny how like I feel like how calculated January is for you, darling. All right, so let's continue on. We have the Four of Wands coming in here. So this is why. The Four of Wands is known as the 1111 card. It's also known as the portal card, Aquarius, for you. And so what that means with this is where it's like this portal comes in where it's just like you get quite literally what it is that you were asking for or what you are hoping for, Aquarius. All you have to do is just walk forward and just do it, right? So it's almost as if like in 2021, maybe in December, like you guys were just in this place of planning. Like, y'all already had all these good ideas, these intentions on like how you wanted to have your future be laid out for this new year. And really, for you, Aquarius, it's not like you're looking for too much guidance here. You're really just now like putting to action everything that has been going on internally for you, Aquarius. And it's like, again, it's like all according to plan is what I feel like for you guys. And then, yeah, darling, Six of Wands, Aquarius. But the thing is, like, you know, the Six of Wands is the card of extreme success and really going up in the world. But for you guys, Aquarius, again, it's like, I don't feel like this really surprises you, Aquarius. I don't feel like any of this surprises you. I feel like, again, this is all just something that, like, it's all just like you knew this would happen. You just had to make the time for it. You just had to be able to take action on it, because Ace of Swords coming in here. And we're gonna do one last one, Aquarius, but like all these cards, the Chariot energy here. So it's like, all right, Aquarius, I don't need you to pull any other cards for you, darling. This is really just an affirming message for all you darlings, in the sense of where it's like, you know, just continue doing what it is that you were planning on doing for January, because you're going to be seeing a lot of results. Like, you put it, it's like a sense of where it's like you put in stock somewhere, and then it's like the very next day, like that stock goes up, like doubles in value. And it's like, again, it's like all through like this sense of like calculatedness. So I don't know if this is something that you were necessarily calculating, Aquarius, or this is something where it's just like you're now fully just committing to making it work. But it's like, once you actually start taking action on it and just doing it, Aquarius, like, it all just kind of like falls into place for you, darling. All right. So it's like, there's not much else I can really be saying for you, Aquarius. It's a very straightforward message in this way. So I feel like this is just really going to affirm everything that has just been going on internally and the impressions that you've been getting intuitively, Aquarius. So congratulations, Aquarius. All right. Ooh, honeys. All right, and that's it for the air signs, y'all. That's it for the air signs, and now we're going to be getting into the final zodiac signs, the water signs. So that would be Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, honey. All right, so we're going to be we're going to be starting with Scorpio first and foremost, darling. Let me take a timestamp. All right, let's see what's going down for my beautiful Scorpios for January 2022. What's going on for my Scorpios? Right now we're using the Mystical Manga Tarot deck, by the way, to those that are curious. All right, Scorpio, starting your energy off. Hello. I believe your name, I know this, Sanjay. Is it Sanjay? I know we talked about this, but hopefully I'm pronouncing your name properly. All right, Scorpios. We have the Justice card coming in here. Libra energy, darling. All right. Stepping forward to you guys. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles as well for you, Scorpio. And then, darling, for your third card, we have the Empress energy coming in here. There we go. Okay, I knew I was right on there, Sanjay. So interestingly enough, Scorpio, I don't know if I pointed it out already, but the Justice energy is Libra energy, right? I feel like I always do just because I'm a Libra Scorpio cusp. But I make it an extra point to point it out this time, Scorpio, because we have the other Libra energy here with the Empress here. All right. So it's very interesting that you have both Libra energies in the major arcana anyways, darling, stepping forward to you. Now, with this Justice card here and this Eight of Pentacles, it's like, how would I put this? It's like y'all's hard work is being paid off in tenfold, especially with this Empress energy here. The Empress represents fertility. Now, I'm not saying y'all are going to be getting pregnant or anything like that, Scorpio. I don't do pregnancy predictions or anything like that. But what the Empress would really represent in general, Scorpios, where it's like the Empress, you know, you think about a pregnancy, darling, right? It takes 9 months to go into full term. In this dynamic with the Empress, I feel as if y'all have been really tending to some specific project. Y'all have been putting in the work. I see that especially with the Eight of Pentacles here. And it's just been a very much so like a time commitment in some way for you, Scorpio. And so, you know, it's like this sense of where in January y'all are getting ready to pop. Now I do feel like intuitively it may not have, like, y'all are not going to be like giving birth, you know, if we're going to just continue on with this pregnancy analogy here, to whatever it is, whatever objective this is for you, Scorpio. I do feel like it would be more so in February. This happens in early February personally, but y'all really about to be getting rewarded for just this time commitment, of just really buckling down, to be making this work, darling, right? Because of this justice energy here and this Eight of Pentacles, right? The Eight of Pentacles is that card of, excuse me, honeys. Anytime I run my mouth a lot, I always have a bunch of air that's in my chest. With this Eight of Pentacles here, this is a card of where it's like up leveling, right? So in this energy here, it's like for some of you guys, maybe you've been really working hard and just like committing to your job, darling, or what have you. Justice energy here. Now, this is where it can, like, it's like you're getting exactly everything that you are quite literally deserving of, all right, with that justice energy. It's like this is like a dynamic of where it's like, as I was saying for another zodiac sign, I think it was Aries, whereas like what you put out into the universe with your intent, your manifestation rituals, and what have you, at some point you hope to be receiving that payout back. I feel like for you Scorpios, especially with that Empress energy, y'all are really going to be getting the payout for all the energy that you've been putting out into this world, right? Now, obviously, because like you're a subscriber of mine, honey, hopefully, anyways, and plus of just my optimistic nature, darling, right? Where I'm just going in the positive narrative of what it is that you've been putting out into the universe, has been positive things. So really, you have to answer the question for yourself. It's called you Aquarius, Scorpio, in the sense of what is it that you've been putting a lot of energy into? Have you been feeding? Have you been putting out into the universe a lot of positive thoughts and really consistently doing like different full moon rituals and what have you to really manifest a specific thing? Because this is, to me, like someone that has been really laser focused and not accepting anything but what it is that they set out for, right? You're not, this is not settling energy at all here, Scorpio. Also, honeys, I apologize if you hear barking, honey. One of the dogs are just going crazy right now for no reason. Six of Cups coming in here, Scorpio. And this is the card before you even put this down, darling. Six of Cups coming in. Also kind of referencing in terms of the Empress energy as well, where it's like the Six of Cups is like a, you know, by definition referencing to the past. But in this dynamic, I feel like this is more so symbolizing just like how long, like some of y'all, it's been like a childhood dream of yours, in the sense of where it's like really wanting to have like a certain type of career path and not really settling for anything less. But also the Six of Cups, excuse me, represents receiving some type of offer as well. So very positive in that way. And then the World card as well coming in for you. Back of the deck is the Judgment energy as well for you, Scorpio. So what I feel for y'all is really, I always want to get a clarifier on this World card, because I feel like this is almost like a separate energy that's coming forward to you. Because in this dynamic now, you're receiving some type of offer, cycles beginning for you, and then with that Judgment card action, it's like, are you going to be... It's almost referencing this sense of like someone coming in, but I don't want to like reference that. Three of Wands coming in here as well. And do one last one. Eight of Cups. So I will... Interesting. All right, Scorpio. Now we're getting into different energy entirely for y'all, darlings. Some of you guys, y'all have like, y'all, I feel as if y'all really put some distance between you and some other energy. You kind of put something into your past so you could continue focusing in on just your own greatness, on just whatever it is. Maybe you just put relationships to the side, and told like an energy or a connection in your life being like, all right, this is time I have to put just for myself, right? I feel like that's gonna, like, something's gonna be coming back in, Scorpio. Something's gonna be coming back in, and that's kind of when you will take that as a symbolization for when you're about to be popping for this idea, this thing that you've been really trying to work hard at having happen, right? And so let's just say, like, yeah, let's just continue on in this narrative of like wanting a certain level of success coming in here, and then this ended up being like a energy that you had to walk away from was actually in your way initially, that you had to walk away from. That once this energy comes back into your life, that's a telltale sign of when things are about to really be coming into fruition for you, Scorpio. All right. And so very overall, very, very fabulous. But I do get this sense here, darling, like some type of cycle that you had to walk away from, or put, at the very least push the pause button on, is really coming back in strongly. Very strong, darling, for it to just be coming in out of the blue in that dynamic. So definitely let me know what that's about, Scorpio, if you have any idea, darling. But overall, like y'all are just right on track in terms of really. In terms for those that have been manifesting, I really feel strongly that if you guys have been putting in any type of work for manifesting and all that, Scorpio, you're really going to be seeing the results of those manifestations very rapidly. All right, so that's what I got for my Scorpios. And now, darling, we're going to be getting into my Cancers. Right, Cancers. I'm a Cancer. I have Cancer in my ascendant, so I'm kind of interested in this. You know, I think Cancers are the ones that, like, I don't have too many Cancers that vibe out with me, so it's interesting in that way, because I love Cancers personally. I love the depth of emotion Cancers always will be exuding. I know most people see Cancers as being overtly emotional, but I don't see that at all personally. I kind of just see Cancers just feeling a lot of different levels, a lot of nuances when it comes to Cancer's emotions. Anyways, let's start getting into Cancer's predictions, darling. Let's get into Cancer's predictions. All right. Cancer. What's going on for you in January, darling, 2022? What's going on with my Cancers? Y'all, Cancer, have the Three of Pentacles coming in here with the Nine of Swords, as well as the Queen of Wands, darling. There's that Queen of Wands again, darling. No matter which tarot deck I use, Queen of Wands keeps popping out, honey. All right? So, all right, girl. For you, Cancers, y'all have a lot of anxiety in terms of this can be one of two ways, Cancer. This can be in a way where it's just like a lot of anxiety in regards to in the workplace, Cancer, or y'all have some anxiety just about work in general, right? It feels like for many of you Cancers, you took a risk with something. I do feel like this is very much so risk-taking energy here. And maybe after you took that risk, it's not really, you're not getting the results that you've been hoping for here, right? There's a lot of anxiety here that I'm seeing with you, Cancer. A lot of anxiety associated with this. So let's continue on with this. Three of Pentacles also represents contracts as well. So something, maybe you're having second thoughts about something that you committed to. We have your, I believe this is your energy, the Chariot energy coming in here, Cancer. And then, darling, we have the Nine of Cups coming in. So yours is pretty straightforward, Cancer. Yours is a message of where it's telling you, quite literally, where it's like you made the right choice with something, darling. You took a risk with something, darling, and I see you guys are starting to have a little bit of a... You're getting like cold feet, or like you're having second thoughts about something that you took a risk on. And this is really just a straight up message for you, Cancer, that in January, while it may have started out pretty slow for you, darling, I feel like by the end of January for you, Cancer, it's going to be, it's like you go through this long period of just quietness, or just like being in that, what you would see as like a dry spell, Cancer. And then it's like almost overnight, because of this Chariot energy here, then it's like things start really like working out really, really quickly. But I feel like the reason why you're at this point of just excuse me,
just overthinking and just really stressed out right now, Cancer, is just like you put your investments into something, you put stock into something, and you know, you might have started going into the red after the fact. You know, this is kind of an energy just telling you to continue holding out, darling, because this is quite literally like a narrative where it's just like, with the flick of a switch, Cancer, things start taking a complete 180 in your life entirely here. And the reason for that is because this Knight of Pentacles coming in. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of all the knights, darling. But the thing about this Knight of Pentacles is it always will get to where it's going, darling, right? And both the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands represents going out of your comfort zone. So you guys really took a risk with something, Cancer. The thing is, like, what it is that you're manifesting, what it is that's coming forward for you, Cancer, it's something that just needed a long build up for Cancer. And so that's, you know, that's why it's not happening immediately. You didn't make the wrong choice. You didn't make the wrong investments with anything, Cancer. It's just that it's the Knight of Pentacles, and it's not going to just be something that's instantaneous here. And then, yeah, the Tower card coming in here, which is really, this is the best time to be pulling the Tower card for you, Cancer, because with the Tower card, you know, it's always the Tower card is always usually represented by lightning striking in some way. And so it's almost like a sense of where it's like an act of God coming in out of nowhere. So it really paints into this narrative where it's just like for you, again, it's like that 180, and this is the 180 energy that I was just talking about, Cancer. All right, this is the 180 energy here. Because it's like through the flip of a switch, everything starts changing for your life that you were initially feeling extremely anxious about. Tower moment happens, that's when everything changes, that's when that 180 moment happens. And so for you, I don't feel like it's necessarily, well, yes, in terms of energetically, darling, right, things are building up for you from that Knight of Pentacles, but I don't feel as if, like, for you, there's this like slow build up. I feel like it's kind of like, again, like some type of switch happening, and then it's just like you go from extreme lack in one day and then wake up the next day with like 20 different sales in your inbox and what have you. All right, it's very much so in that narrative. So you know, I know y'all are really in your head about some type of choice that you made, darling, but you're going to be getting really affirming actions coming in for you in January that you did make the right choice. May not be, you know, you may not come in immediately, darling, all right, like there's no sugarcoating that, but it definitely is, you definitely did make the right choice. All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you, darling. All right, and then we have our final zodiac sign, darling, which is Pisces. Pisces, darling. Do we have any Pisces? You know, I've only ever in my life known one single Pisces that I'm friends with. I'm friends with one Pisces, and that's it. I don't know why that I don't really click with Pisces. It's not intentional. I just noticed that Pisces don't usually gravitate to me for whatever the reason is. Even in my videos, I think Pisces is one of my least popular zodiacs as well. It's kind of funny. Pisces are also my most mysterious water sign. Every other water sign I have figured out pretty well, but Pisces, I don't really know how they work too well. Pisces here. Hey, what's up, Kali? All right, we have a Pisces, honey. Let me take the timestamp, honey. And then we will get into Pisces, darling. What's going on with Pisces? What predictions can we have for Pisces for January 2022? What's going on with Pisces? Ooh, honey, I forgot to lotion my hands as well. Of course, this is the video I forget, like, this is the first video I do, which showcases just most of my hands, and I forget to put lotion on, honey, right? Of course. All right, so let's get into Pisces. What's going on with Pisces in January 2022? What's going on with Pisces? Coming in here, darling. Ten of Swords. Ooh, darling. I'm right, Pisces. Oh, let me readjust for this one, honey. Ten of Swords coming in for you, Pisces. With the moon energy coming in. Ooh, girl. And then we have the Five of Wands coming in here. Pisces, not y'all coming in like this, darling. This is like a complete 180 from these other readings I've been doing, darling. I want to clarify this moon energy before I start speaking on any of this, darling, right? Because this moon energy can have it be one way or another, darling. All right, we have the death card coming in, Pisces. Girl, Pisces. Pisces energy just said, honey, we want to give me all the cards that are very polarizing, honey. And then we have the Hanged Man coming in for you, Pisces. Back of the deck is the Page of Swords coming in here for you as well. All right, now, Pisces. So there's no sugarcoating this reading, darling. All right, there's no sugarcoating this at all. All right, y'all got a lot of heaviness, but I feel like that's something that y'all are currently in the midst of dealing with right now. With this moon energy here, I really feel as if like it's like this sense of like a waiting game. Right, it's like the sense of a waiting game that I feel for y'all. With that Page of Swords, and then the Page of Cups here. When I split the deck, both of these at the bottom of the deck. Come on now, I'll take note of those. It's like this sense of like this new. Y'all are closing out a lot of cycles, darling. In January, y'all are cutting off a lot of loose ends that really very were sabotaging to you, darling. 10 of Swords here. As I always say, honey, these 10 swords didn't happen in your back, get stabbed into your back overnight, right? This has been a progressive thing. It's almost as if like you've given something like 30 different chances to really actually work out in your favor, or actually just, you know, have y'all two mesh out nicely, and it just hasn't, right? 5 of Wands, it's my least favorite card in the tarot deck. Unintentionally, this is also the card that ended up getting sliced a little bit. I don't know how, but yeah, this is the card of conflict here. And then with this death card and this Hanged Man here, y'all Pisces are just cutting off a lot of loose ends, darling. You're cutting off a lot of things that just have been doing nothing but stressing you out. I don't feel as if y'all are really in this place anymore of where you're interested in being patient anymore. With this Page of Swords here, it feels, you know, Page of Swords is a very extremely immature energy here. You know, it's where communication just isn't all that lovely. And I feel as if for y'all are just at this point for 2022, honey, where you're just like, it's like a lot of you guys are just very disinterested. You're just like, where you're telling everyone, it's just like, you know what? You go over here, honey, and you're gonna chill out over here. I feel like a lot of you guys will be resonating with the Hermit energy intuitively, I feel, because it feels like y'all are just really interested into just welcoming in new energies. I don't think you guys really care anything about the things that you were dealing with prior in 2021, Pisces. Like, I feel like if this is about jobs, y'all are checked out from your job. If this is about relationships for many of you guys, whether it's social, platonically or romantically, y'all are checked out from that. Like, y'all are just checked out from pretty much everything from your past. Like, you have zero interest in bringing anything from your past into 2022. Page of Cups coming in here, this is you just welcoming in new energies, new opportunities, as well as new people, by definition of what the Page of Cups represents here. But let's get some clarifying cards in this way, Pisces. But yeah, darling, y'all are just cutting things out. 9 of Pentacles coming in as well. And let's do one last one. 4 of Pentacles as well. Y'all are just feeling really called to just pulling out your investments and just listening to your intuition in terms of like where you should be going next, Pisces. So really what I want to be telling you guys is just really honor what's going on internally right now. I feel, I know that's kind of a weird message, Pisces, but it's like honor what you're getting internally, because with the 9 of Pentacles, I really like this card a lot, because 9 of Pentacles just on its own, darling, is a very positive card in terms of self-employment, right? But the thing about the 9 of Pentacles is, like, in most artworks of the 9 of Pentacles, there's always an individual that is paired with some type of aviary or just an animal in general. And I always see this as like your spirit guide, or just whoever it is that you, whatever it is you subscribe to, right? It's none of my business what your spiritual belief system is, right? And that's why I'm telling you, Pisces, just to listen to what's going on internally, because I personally believe, darling, right, when it comes to receiving communications from spirit, that's where it comes in from intuitively, through your gut instinct, right? 4 Pentacles here, y'all are just feeling really called to investing into just new things entirely. I really feel as if for many of you Pisces, stop trying to make things work, because from anything from the past here, especially with this Hanged Man here, you're seeing things differently now. You're just not entertaining anything from the past, darling. So I know that kind of like I can kind of see, Pisces, where some of y'all might be in your head being like, oh wow, like cutting things out, darling, a lot of things out, but like nothing's initially coming in here, Pisces. But like, yeah, I feel truly for you guys, y'all are going to be going into new social circles, new relationships, new, like, y'all are just really just welcoming in just nothing but new energy. There's no development from anything of the past, Pisces. All right, so that's what I got for you, Pisces. All right, but holy crap, y'all are really coming into 2022 with like a giant pair of scissors and just like really being like cutting things out. I feel as if even for some of you, Pisces, you're going to be catching some people off guard, even in regards to certain relationships in your life. Like some people just are not seeing this coming of where it is that you're cutting them off from. But yeah, y'all, that is all the zodiac signs now, honeys. I'm gonna be closing this live stream out. Thank y'all for vibing out with me, honeys. I always appreciate it a lot. I love all of you guys, and I don't take y'all for granted. I announced the winner for the free zodiac read, or for the free tarot reading, at the beginning of this video. So be sure to check that out to see if you're the winner, darling. Also, I do want to be pointing out to y'all that I do live streams on TikTok, darling. That's really that's where I really am at my home base is at now, is on TikTok. I do live streams all the time there. I'm posting all the time, honey. I kind of pulling back a little bit from YouTube, just in the sense of I like being able to interact more, and I feel like on TikTok I can engage with you guys a lot easier through there, a lot more like one-on-one. So if you guys are just wondering where I've been, darling, right, it's just been on TikTok, darling, right? So I'm gonna be trying to do a lot more live streams on here on YouTube once I like figure out a much more aesthetically pleasing setup here, honey. But yeah, I love you guys so much, and yeah, I'll be connecting to y'all in the future. All right. And again, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Mystic Wolf, I love you. Rebecca, MMA, I don't know how to pronounce it. MMA, Kat, Connie. Yeah, I love all of you guys. Y'all have a lovely rest of your day, darling, and I hope I can see y'all sometime in the near future. Bye, y'all.